So, hi, my name is Pratima Sharma, and I'm a paper artist. And I have chosen paper as my medium. So, I use the techniques like paper quilling and paper cutting to make the artworks. So, this collection that is being displayed here is literally based in the Himalayan region. So, in Himalayan region, the people, the places, the festivals, the landscapes, it's kind of captures everything. So one thing is there that in Himalayan region and most of the mountain regions, the nature and the sacred is one. So it is not two separate different identities or two different ideas. So whatever is nature, so let's say if this that whether Shiva dissolves into the mountains or the river or Shiva or the river itself is Shiva. That's the concept behind it. That it is not two different things. It is just a depiction, but two different things are same. And similarly, other works are also inspired by the Himalayan region in this series. And there is this particular festival in Himachal, which is called Fagli. So that festival is marks the end of the winter and the starting of the spring. So when the spring starts, festival will be there, and we welcome the spring season by wearing the mask. So there will be rituals, there will be masks, and people will dance around the village wearing those masks. So this is one depiction of those masks. So everything in here is paper. Even the feathers, the grass plates, all is made up of paper. So this is the work from my currently ongoing Himalayan Spring series. And apart from this, many other works are there which I do. But for this exhibition, this is what I have been working on. I started this. So long time back, I used to work in Delhi. And while working in Delhi, once I happened to go to the World Book Fair. And there I saw a very miniature quilling, like hardly this much of pieces. And I looked at them and I instantly got drawn to it. I was like, wow, it's beautiful. Paper can be turned into something this also. It was miniature thing. I came back home and somehow that stayed in my mind. So I just cut some strips of paper and I tried to replicate it. Once I replicated it, it did not come out to be perfect at all. It was not even the close, but that somehow started it. Then I started making some jewelry for myself, simply using the paper and everything. And from there, I thought that why not something else? Why not something different, something else? And then I started to on edge quilling, like not making the rolls and the jewelry kind of thing, but something bigger artworks or the bigger pieces. And then came that applying the concept and whatever I actually think and putting that thinking into the artwork, not just that making pretty things. So whatever I chose it as a medium. I think that okay, this seems like me. This seems like a good medium because this is something paper. We look at it like some very impermanent kind of material, right? Very basic kind of material. And then there was something about that from making this from very imperfect, from very normal thing, from very ordinary thing, making something extraordinary. So that just stayed with. So I continued with this video. My dream, there are so many. Okay, particularly when it comes to, because we are in this context here and this. So in this context, I would like to have this art travel a lot because right now, even if you see around the gallery, this is the only piece. So people consider paper or paper quilling or cutting or whatever more as a craft rather than fine art. So what my belief is that it is not what makes this craft or what makes this fine art. It's the concept. It is what is you are trying to portray with that. It is not just some craftsy things and all. So it is one of my dreams that it travels far. Exactly, like not too much. I had been creative. I do some other practices also, other creative practices also. So this is one creative practice which I follow, and there is another one which is preserving flowers and then working with the pressed flowers and everything. So I had been into creative thing, but as I'm telling you, right, before I came to Delhi and before I entered into that World Book Fair, it never even crossed my mind that I will do something of that sort. मेरा बचपन वाला dream. So I come from a very small village in Himachal. So one of my now it seems like very small thing. If I will say that back then, बचपन का if you talk about that, मेरा बचपन का dream क्या रहा है? It was simply very basic, just to get a very good job and to earn money. Very small thing. I mean, smallest thing. It doesn't even seem like a dream now. That was it. But when you grow up little, and in that life there also, one thing was there, that I wanted to be connected to that place. I wanted to connect it to nature. So one that practice which growed from there is what I work with, the natural materials. I make handmade paper. I make the recycled paper, and then I do the pressed flowers, and I work with that also as the composition. So that work is not here, but I do work with that. That, I think, that part of it, this, I don't think so. It comes from the childhood. It comes from the lived through. These concepts and everything comes through what I have lived through, what I have grown up. But as the childhood dreams, I think probably that sounds more like it. I think one thing regarding this local, supporting the local businesses, it is a very good move, because that makes the whole economy. When the money rotates in your economy, when it goes to the local people and not just the bigger giants also, so it is good for everyone. It is good for economy. It is good for the local people, and the standard of living increases for everyone. But the only thing I think is that sometimes for local people, some that platforms doesn't exist. There will be many small creators, and sometimes the platforms don't exist. There are no platforms. There is no connection in between. Sometimes there are, but many of the places, many of the smaller places, we are lucky to be in the bigger cities. There are options. There are many more options. But if we go to the tier two cities, or maybe the smaller places, there might be people who do wonderful things, but they don't have that option. So I don't know. I think many a times that if there is something to bridge that gap, right? If there is some platforms which can provide them also with the opportunities, I think that would be great. It was a good feeling. I can't deny that. It is always a good feeling. One thing is there, when you make something, it is good. You make it with all your heart and everything. Uh, when it gets sold, which means someone sees value in your work. That is why they are ready to pay for it. So that is one thing, that someone else is seeing the value in that and they are ready to pay for it. So yes, first sale is always good. Every sale is good, but first sale is always important. Somehow I cannot say pareshan kiya or something. I never had, as of now, the bad experience with any of the clients. Mostly because whatever work I have done till now, mostly it is not that they say that, do it how you want to do it in your way. So, but yeah, one client was there for my this not sewing work, but for my pressed flower work. So he had just made his new house. His new house was completed, and at one of the pop-up, he saw one of my work, and that work was probably A5 size. He saw it, and that A5 size pressed flower work was this much only, very small. He looked at it and he said that, it's very bright, it's beautiful, I can see it in my house, but bigger. I said, how bigger? Like probably 3-4 feet bigger. So that I had not done any press flower work for 3 feet, 4 feet bigger till then. But he was just pretty much sure that only that I want it and I want it that way. So you do it. And I asked him, what do you want? Do you want anything? Whenever basically we got to talk about it later after the pop up. So I asked him multiple questions. How you want it, what is your requirements, and all that. He's like, do what you do, however you want to do it. Just these are my dimensions, this is what I want, and do it however. That was one very sweet thing actually, because that made me very happy, because someone fully trusted my creativity. So they were like, okay, you do however you want to do it. That gave me a complete creative freedom. It's good. I think be consistent. That is one thing that beats anything or everything. I really believe in, because I have seen not being consistent, and I have learned from that being consistent is the only thing that pays off. I think that's what I believe. हाँ, फिर से जॉब कर लेनी चाहिए शायद, कई बार लगता है, for two reasons. Not just one thing is that I was very happy in IT work. Like I was not sad or fed up of my job or something. ऐसा कुछ था नहीं. मतलब I was very happy in my office life also, and I love doing that work. तो मुझे कभी-कभी ऐसा लगता है कि I just miss going to office also. because now I work from my home studio. So kabhi kabhi that is a very I don't know, many people have that sort of thought process, but kabhi kabhi one reason मुझे लगता है कि maybe मतलब I miss going back to office in general, तो उसकी वजह से कभी लगता है कि शायद ऑफिस ज्वाइन कर लेना चाहिए. And second reason also that when you don't see things happening very quickly, that things happening quickly doesn't only involve sales. Sales is a part of it, but then better opportunities and more or better opportunities, sales, everything. When it all doesn't happen, no. So sometimes वो thought आता है कभी कभी ऐसे कि ये मतलब सच में काम करेगा क्या, मतलब can I really keep doing it long term, or then I ask कि can I literally leave it. For that answer is always no. कि नहीं, I cannot fully leave it. Probably even if I leave it, I'll keep doing it for no reason. Because that's what with the job I kept doing it for no reason. Back then I was not selling, it was not a part-time anything. I just used to make it. Make it to keep out at home, make it to give it to friends, just keep making it. It was just like that, a creative outflow probably.